What's going on, everyone? Well, I'm finally doing it, and I'm gonna get an incubator for all the eggs that I've been keeping over Keenan's house. It's time. I've just got about a whole incubator full over at his house, and he's gonna be needing the space. It's turtle season, and he's digging up eggs, and just need to do it. So I've cleared out some room in my office. It's going to be going either in the corner or the wall. I'll probably have to move some stuff off the wall or whatever to make it all fit. But I used to have a weight bench here, but I'm going to the actual gym now, so I don't need that space for it. So I was going to get the same incubator as him, and it's made by C Serpent, and he connected me with them. We negotiated a price. And I saw the phone number, and it's somewhat local. So instead of shipping it to me, I'm going to drive down there, and hopefully I get to ask them some questions to see why they're so good. I know why they're so good, but show you why they're so good. And today I'm going to get it set up in the room, let it run overnight, make sure everything's working properly and it's good in this room. And then I think tomorrow we're going to go and pull some eggs from Keenan's house and get them all set up in here. All right, I'll see you once I get it here, or maybe at the facility itself. Okay, it's a totally different day. When I went down to C Serpents, they were so busy, I felt bad asking them to tell us about the incubators. But here it is. I've had it running here in my office for 3 days. And I've got it set at 85 degrees. I don't think we're going to see that screen. And it's running good. So I just went over to Keenan's house and picked up all of my eggs. Apparently we lost a couple clutches. They went bad, but we have, I believe it's all 14 from the Gurus. I have a clutch from Ivy and Bumblebee, which are just going to be, macromaculatus, just regular water monitors. Only one clutch with the Black Dragons, which I thought I had two. Another clutch from Ivy and Bumblebee. Oh, that's the more recent clutch. And the albino egg is still looking good. It's not really that far in, but a couple weeks in, it's still looking good. And a mystery clutch of eggs. And I believe that's all 10 eggs. Nope, 9 eggs. So I don't know. Maybe that's another Black Dragon clutch. Or I honestly don't know. It's going to be a surprise. I mean, who do we not have 2 clutches from? Oh, and the other bad news, the 6 eggs from Pinky weren't good. So I think it was the cold when she was trying to lay, messed all that up for us. But we do know that she gets along with that male, and she's going to put eggs in the ground. So her weights are already rebounded. In 2-3 more weeks, she'll be cycling, and we'll put her with that male again. And we're going to get good eggs from her. I promise. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the incubator, and we're going to put these eggs in here. Super exciting. I think I'm going to put the mystery eggs up top because I have a feeling they are probably the oldest. So I'm going to assume that maybe after the first or second group went in, that I got smart enough to label them. Now also, when I got these to the house, I put fresh, wet paper towels on top of them. Maybe I'll show you that. This is a good one to look at. This is from Ivy and Bumblebee. So there's their eggs, all looking good. But what's really exciting is that egg right there with the A on it, that is perfectly plump, is the albino egg. The one that looked good. And for the size of those eggs, it seems like the older the eggs, the bigger they are. So if we look at the unlabeled bin, those eggs are big, like real big in comparison. Big, big, big. And really, when these animals lay their eggs, it seems like all of the water monitor eggs, from the albinos to what is bigger, like my black dragons, they all seem about the same size. The only difference is the quantity of eggs. Put that back up top. You can already see that it dropped 2 degrees inside there. Ivy and Bumblebee. 10-13. They're all pretty close in time. Set those shelves up. I have a whole bunch more extra shelves where it's perfect spacing to stack them. So we should be able to do 3 wide stacked on each shelf. Black dragon eggs. I really don't need to stack much of anything yet. 3 months from now, I think, once we get another clutch from everybody. And today was the day that we posted that short of Lily with Forrest, Alejandro's black dragon, which was something that I thought wasn't going to happen. She's been male aggressive with every male I put her with. She loves people, but she has not gotten along with any of the males. And you know what? We'll set this right here because we are going to keep an eye on that tray and keep checking on that albino egg. So, all right, that's all of them in there. We'll latch it up. There we go. This is a dream come true right here. I'd be happy, you know, like I said, I've lost some clutches. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. I'm just happy about that. That's what I tried to do out of high school and never got to do this. And having an incubator full of eggs is amazing to me. It felt like Christmas over at Keenan's house just now. Grabbing all of these out of his incubator, it's exciting. These are going to be all baby monitors. So more to come. We're going to keep trying with some of our more difficult species. We're going to try with the black throats. You know, we had success last year, or year before last, but then every clutch last year we've lost. So we got to figure it out and get on track with that. That's my focus now. All right, until next time.
Weekend I was at CJ's house and I got to ask him some questions because he's been hatching out water monitor eggs pretty regularly. And one of the things that he emphasized was distilled water in the egg trays. So, you know, this part of the tray is removable. You'll fill it up with the water and put your eggs in the cradles and you should be good. But I live in a rural, why is that a difficult word for me, area, and we have well water and our water is treated with salt. To me, if I drink out of my tap, it tastes like mild salt water. Salt would be horrible for these eggs because it would only dehydrate them if the water touched them. Well, Keenan has always put a damp paper towel over the eggs. And I'm not saying it's wrong at all, but if I'm wetting my paper towel with water that is slightly salty and putting this in contact with my eggs, I could be dehydrating my eggs. It doesn't matter how much water is underneath them. It could affect them. I'm not saying it is or isn't, but CJ's right. If a bottle of distilled water is only $1 and and I'm putting all this work into getting these eggs to hatch, why wouldn't I just use distilled water? So I am going to risk moving all these eggs and resetting them up in new containers with distilled water, and then put them all back and without the paper towel up top. So changing anything in the middle of incubation is usually a no-no, but I think we're going to do it. In worst case, we lose eggs. Hopefully not, but I think this is going to be for the better and not for the worse. So I'm going to get started. All right, so there's the first group of eggs. These are black dragon eggs. All of them still looking good. And we're going to put the distilled water in the container by about a ½ inch of water in there. And then just carefully transfer the eggs. And then we are going to continue without the paper towel and observe. And I know CJ also had saran wrap with holes in it, as well as the lid. And I did not understand what that additional measure was for. No. Perfect place, Pete. Good boy. That's a dog you don't have to give commands. You can just talk to him. Now, normally my containers have blue tape explaining what the clutch is, who the parents are, and the date. And that one, I think Keenan and I were so excited, made it into the incubator without anything on it. And I had to go back through my photos and figure out the date. So that's without blue tape. All the rest of them are dated. All right, and I'll get started on the rest. Okay, all the water is changed. And I did notice on one of the batches there was an egg that was quite wrinkled, but it wasn't starting to mildew yet. So I'm going to leave it a little bit longer. Hopefully that's not a mistake. As well as the last clutch from Ivy and Bumblebee, they're a lot more wrinkled than the rest of the eggs. And again, is that the salt water? Maybe my system had a little more salt in it. And when I rinse the eggs off, I'm basically coating them in salt. This is a mistake that we're not going to make moving forward. It may not be a mistake. They still may plump up and they still may do well. So only time will tell, and we're going to learn these lessons moving forward. All right, guys, until next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.